Welcome to Charter Local Edition Northwest. I'm Dana Cowley, and today my guest is Jerry Cross. He's the mayor of Yoncalla. Jerry, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Tell us a little bit more about Yoncalla. It has a very interesting history, and you've lived here for almost 20 years. You've been mayor for 6 years. Explain our people and the people you're serving as mayor.
Okay. It's a nice little community. We've really enjoyed living there, which is when I first moved here. They knew who I was before I got here. when we came to settle in, I was a teacher, so when they hired me, when I came, first thing we did is we went to the post office, and the lady there says, "Oh, you must be the new 8th grade teacher."
Oh.
You know, I kind of like, whoa. They knew who
well established.
Yeah.
And how did the city come to be?
It started out with the Applegates, when they had the trail between Oregon, from the Oregon City on the way down to California, and they had more or less set out that route, and they liked this area, and so they chose that to settle in, and they have their original house out there that's was built, I think, around 1852 for several years, and they lived right there next to the Yoncalla Indians that were there, and got along very well. As a matter of fact, the descendants of both the Applegates and the Indians get along very well. They actually have a singing group that they both do at different things that are going on.
Oh, that's nice.
You know, so it's
long history.
and they're pretty good.
Well, and then jumping forward now to what the city's working on, you're trying to improve your water treatment facility.
Right. Yeah, we're in the process going through the grants. Grants are always fun to deal with. And right now we're trying to get a pumping station put in, because when it really rains hard, we get a lot of water coming up through the manholes and stuff. You know, and it's not sewer water, it's just the runoff water. And so hopefully by September of next year, we should have a pumping station in that will handle that overflow. And then we also need to rebuild our treatment plant. The DEQ has let us know that we needed to replace that, so we're going through again more grant process to do that, because the pumping station is like $3 million, and the plant is $7 million approximately. So you get grants where you can, but we're still probably looking at $3 million for a town of 1,100.
Yeah, it's very important, but sometimes for the community, those are very important projects that take a lot of money, but you don't necessarily always see it. You know? It's not as appealing as maybe some other more visual things, but you are working on some of those things that do make the difference more visually in the quality of life. You've got a volunteer sidewalk project, a community garden. Tell us more about that, please.
Okay. Yeah, we decided here some time back that we had some sidewalks that were really kind of rough shape. And so what we did is we got a hold of the owners. This is right along Main Street. And we let them know that they needed replaced, and they knew they needed replaced. And if they would pay for the cement, our city crew would go through and knock out the old cement and haul it away. And then we would have, we have several different contractors, plus we had a lot of people just volunteered. And came in, poured the cement, the contractor smoothed it all out, and we do a section every year.
That's wonderful.
So next year we're looking to put something along Eagle Valley Road. We have a lot of people who like to make the jog. They go up First Street, across Williams, down Oak Street, and then Applegate.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
And then your garden sounds lovely too.
Yeah, we put this in 6 years ago when I first came in. It's located off of school property up by the high school. And we have 20 plots of 20 by 20. And we furnish the water. We have a rototiller there now where they can till up their plots, and we only charge $20 a year for that. And if they show us that they're unable to pay that, you know, like for instance they're out of work or whatever, then they will override and just not have them pay for that.
Oh, that's it's helpful.
Yeah.
Help somebody through a rough patch.
And we just about fill every year all the plots.
So is that for individual people to farm in their community
Right.
for their own personal use, like
Right.
your own backyard garden?
Right. You know, because a lot of people don't have the room.
No,
And-
especially if you're in an apartment or a townhouse,
Yeah.
or you're a senior citizen, you might be in retired,
Yeah,
some type
and
of
there's
retired
quite a
living
few
facility.
in that town. You know, so we do get a lot of people love to come down and garden, you know, like that. And we even have the beautification make a banner, you know, that shows that it's a community
Showcase it.
garden. Yeah.
Well, Jerry, thank you. We appreciate you joining us. This is Jerry
Glad to be
Cross.
here.
He's the mayor of Yoncalla. I'm Dana Cowley, and thank you for watching. This is Charter Local Edition Northwest.